Hey guys, Desolator Magic here, and Wizards just announced today another secret lair. Now, before you either throw your phone or throw your phone at your monitor, depending upon where you're watching this one is WPN only, which means they're only sending it to stores. Now, before you think, oh, they're doing the right thing for the second time ever in the Secret Lair series, let me just remind you how the first one went. A lot of stores, even pretty major stores, got 2 of these allocated. So that was the Fetchland one that was worth a ton. So it's like, hey, if you're still open and allowed to legally operate here, have $200. I'm sure that'll pay your rent. I mean, that's a little different than sending them a case of 50, just saying. It's not nothing, but it's pretty darn close. So I haven't even read this article yet, but Wizards is going to try to spin this like, oh, we're the good guy. We're supporting stores. Not all of our secret lairs are trying to steal money away from the stores. But just keep in mind, I think the most you can get allocated if you're basically Card Kingdom is like 10. So if your store basically has its own zip code and is roughly equivalent to Disneyland, they might get allocated 10. Otherwise, they're probably going to get significantly less. And remember, the store size used to be in 4 WPN tiers, but they got rid of the tier system because it was crap anyway. Now it's based on sales and attendance. Okay, how's that going to work? It's usually recent sales and attendance. Now they kind of like froze it / extrapolated it from late 2019, I thought, but I'm not sure if that extended to now. Because I literally heard that 10 months ago. So I don't know what the hell they're going to do other than I would anticipate just generally not sending your store enough to make a difference. So anyway, they say Secret Lair's WPN exclusive Ultimate Edition series is back with Secret Lair Ultimate Edition 2. Very creative. It will be available in spring 2021 at WPN stores around the world. This box set features 10 full art pathway lands with brand new art from 10 of Magic's best artists, Paul Scott, Canavan, I guess he has 3 names. I was expecting a comma there. Elena Danner, Piotr Dura, Grady Frederick, Donato Giancola, Yang Hao Han, Adam Paquette, Lucas Staniak, Jokubus Augentus, I'm sure I got that one wrong, and Johannes Voss. And they're depicting the planes of Kaldheim and Zendikar, which is pretty cool. It says the 6 of these pathway lands originally printed in Zendikar Rising are featured in Ultimate Edition 2 with art showcasing the plane of Kaldheim instead. And I've been showing them up on the screen here. They're obviously the flippy lands, and only 6 of them were in Zendikar Rising because of, the color combinations. They had some excuse or something. And you're probably thinking, wait a minute, they never printed the other 4, but this contains, quote, all 10. So they say the other 4 pathways are coming very soon with Kaldheim. I'm sure they'll be leaked any second now. So we can't show them off here just yet. Well, I'll find somewhere else then. But the Ultimate Edition 2 versions will have art set on Zendikar. Because that makes sense. That means across all printings of these cards, you'll be able to nab complete cycles set on either plane or both? Wait, what? If 6 of them are from Kaldheim, but were originally printed in Zendikar Rising, and then the 4 that are in Kaldheim are going to have Zendikar, the plain, artwork on them, how would you pick up, quote, 10 of each? That doesn't make sense. So right now, Branchloft Pathway, for example, is just the first one I chose. That one is sitting at $3.50, full-blown commercial retail, not eBay TCG player price or anything. And then get this, the Branchloft Pathway from, I assume, the Zendikar Rising, what is that, the fancy edition, I keep forgetting what it's called, Collector's Edition or whatever the hell. It's a borderless one, so we already have borderless, and that's somehow sitting at $3. So 50 cents less for the fancy version. I don't get it either. And then, I guess I'll throw in the foil. The foil regular is $5. So compared to fetch lands, these aren't exactly worth a lot, but you add up 10 of them. I'm not going to sit there and look them all up, but let's just say they're all worth about, $3. And then I guess let's round up to 5, which isn't really rounding up, but I'm saying this is a limited edition printing that's going to be very hard to find. I think 5 is even undercutting it a little bit. There might be upwards of 7, but if they're all 5, 5 times 10, that's $50. So, boy, that's not as expensive as 5 fetch lands, is it? By the way, last Ultimate Edition thing that they sent to the stores with the 5 fetch lands, there were quite a lot of reports of them coming with either all of the cards missing, I think that was a thing, or one of the cards doubled up. And I mean, it caused a bit of a situation. The person who bought it at the store opened it at the store in front of the owner, and they opened it and there was literally nothing inside of it at all. I think there was like, the documentation paper, whatever, some kind of thing, but everything but the cards. And it was sealed. I mean, it's not like the store was ripping them off. I mean, they'd come back and burn down the damn store. Like that ain't much of a scam there. So yeah, they had to complain to Wizards and try and convince Wizards that, oh, we didn't just take a picture of them empty and pocket them. We totally got one that was empty, which honestly should be believable. They screw up everything they send out, but boy, I mean, you have, in an even worse scenario where like somebody would take it home, the store doubting the customer blaming the store, accusing them of somehow unsealing it, stealing them, and resealing it, and then both of them maybe possibly agreeing, if they work it out, to blame Wizards, who may or may not believe their story. And this is like a, $100 to $200 product, originally, the first one was. So what an absolute disaster that was. I mean, 3 times now I've been to a pre-release event, 3 separate times, where at least one person, one of them was me, by the way, opened their pre-release kit and did not have a promo in it, like a bonus, rare with the timestamp at all. And it's like, yeah, you're sitting at a cramped table with, 6 to 8 people or whatever, probably. So people maybe like kind of saw you open it, but it's not like they're staring at it, making sure you don't real quick slip something into your pocket. They're kind of focusing on their own thing. So yeah, the first thing I got, even though I'm a very respectable longtime player at my store, was, the I'm skeptical of what you just said look, but they're like, okay, we'll replace it. And it's not like I'm the first one to bring that up. I mean, at that store, like I said, I was the third one. The other 2 happened at previous pre-release events. So you don't want to have the store and the customer turning on each other because Wizards screwed up and packed it wrong, and they seem incapable of packing these correctly. So I would just stay away from this product completely, or if you do buy it, unfortunately, we got to resort to this. Open it in view of the store owner so that you're all on the same page. In fact, film it. Or you know what? I've got another option. Don't buy it. Can you imagine if somebody bought it for like a good price, held it for a little bit, then tried to sell it online, and then found out a year or 2 later, or even a month later, depending upon the price rise, that like the eBay person claims it was empty? eBay almost always sides with the buyer, but honestly, just being like, here's a picture of it empty. I totally didn't just take the cards out and take a picture of it empty. I don't know. I don't know which way that would go. And the fact that I don't know which way that would go makes me not want to sell it. And so, it could be 1% of them. It could be 10% of them. I don't know. I feel like it was 10%. We probably would have heard about it, but I'm not going to roll the dice on that. Okay. That's just, that's negative feedback on eBay. That's a bad review for a store. It's an argument with an owner, and it's just bad. Just don't touch this garbage until they learn how to put 5 frickin' cards in a damn box. Or 10 in this case. God, that probably doubles the chance that they'll screw it up. Now, there is one thing I should add at the end here after that absolute rant about what a disaster I heard from multiple people. They say, like the first Secret Lair Ultimate Edition 2 will arrive in beautiful commemorative box that will be used for display, whatever, who cares. Due to issues surrounding procurement during the global pandemic, some of the boxes will be black and some will be dark gray. You've got to be kidding me. There is no difference between the 2 other than color. People are going to determine which one's rarer and pay an extra $1 for them. Okay, anyway, we're printing more copies of Ultimate Edition 2 than we did of the first Ultimate Edition. Oh, good. You're finally making enough to go around and sending a proper amount to the stores, maybe, for a product that's worth maybe $50 on a good day. Great, just in time. I'm glad you didn't do it for 1. And then they just immediately go on to say, but supplies will still be limited, so check with your store to secure your copy. So yeah, probably instead of 2, your store will be getting 4. Yeah, this whole thing is bullshit. It's just a marketing stunt to make them look less bad. It does nothing. It makes your store nothing. It's a complete waste of time. And boy, did they pick the wrong lands to put in this. And then, whoopsies, we tried to do a special run, and I hope you're a fan of these artists because that's the only thing we got going for us because, oops, we already put borderless versions of these in the Zendikar Rising Collector's Edition, which is already not worth very much even today. So yeah, just what an absolute just lie. This whole thing is just smoke and mirrors to try and cover for the fact that they're greedy assholes who are trying to push stores out of business. Don't touch this product. Don't support this bullshit. Go buy something else from your local gaming store. There's a new D&D book out, as if I wanted to support that whole branch of Wizards. Go buy some miniatures, okay? WizKids is pretty baller. Go support them. Just do what I do. Walk in and just be like, give me like the whole bottom row of your mini fridge. It's just Mountain Dew, Pepsi, the whole thing. Bang Energy, hook a brother up. In fact, I could use a mini fridge. Is the fridge for sale? So yeah, that's the news for today. I'm going to go back to selling $30 items on Facebook Marketplace so I can hopefully pay my property taxes. This year sucks. I'll see you guys next video.